So now that the teacher or the tester, such as myself, has gone through levels reading words, all right, I've noted how she has read the words as accurately as possible, and we've also picked up on evident errors in her pronunciation and articulation when she was reading the words. So as you can see here, her grade 1 words were correct. There were not really any issues of pronunciations or articulations. During the grade 2 words, Lebo only made one error, and this is because she battled to pronounce the word. So she made a mistake with serviettes. So as you can see, she read the word in parts because she could not decipher the word. So she tried to pronounce the word as follows: serviettes. Okay, so it is very important that when you are writing the words as you hear them, you write them as accurately as possible in terms of how you hear the word, because it gives us a good indication that Lebo may be also battling and finding it more challenging to decipher longer words. Okay, moving on to grade 3. Lebo also did not do so badly. However, we now started picking up on more deciphering and rather articulation and pronunciation errors. So although she tried to pronounce the word, she did pronounce the word correctly, but she battled in pronouncing the word. So as you can see, it is very important to make notes of such observations, because it is very important that when you devise interventions regarding any reading interventions required according to the needs of your learner, you take your observations into account. So the only word that she really could not pronounce correctly was lounge. So instead of pronouncing the word lounge, she pronounced it as launch. Okay, and that is a clear articulation error that is deemed to be wrong in that case. So moving on to grade 4, remember, we only need to discontinue the screening test after 3 or more errors have been made by the learner. So carrying on to grade 4, okay, this is where we see that Lebo really battled. The first word was hard, and she pronounced it as hut. She did much better in the second word, which was journey, and she pronounced it correctly. Then we had the word dough, all right, and she pronounced it as do twice. So obviously that would be regarded as a reading error. Then we move on to the second last word of that section, which is guardian. Here she really battled. Although she tried to articulate and pronounce the word, she also divided the word into sections in order for her to actually allow her for more easy pronunciation. So there she actually pronounced it as gardn instead of garden. Okay, so that is one incorrect word. And the final word, which is signet, she pronounced as seichnet. Okay, which is a clear reading error as well. So if we look at her grade 4's reading words, she made 4 errors, all right, and therefore got only one word correct, which is indicative that this is where we need to stop and discontinue the screening test, which indicates that her reading level, all right, according to the screening test, is currently at a grade 4 level. Therefore, we need to start her on the graded reading ESSI test at the grade 4 reading words.